So now you see the timeline a little bit. You understand what you need to do. When you're really aggressively shopping, home buying is a much more emotional process than a lot of people think or give it credit for. What we have found is a great tool for our clients is to get really clear on their wants and needs and to have a lot of those conversations. Now, they'll often massage them or refine them as they go through the process, but starting with a clear expectation that they can make sure they're making good decisions with, that can remove uncertainty from them, and can help us find them the right property has really been important and effective and that they've really loved. So what I would suggest for you is that you make a list of 5 things that you have to have in your house, absolute must-haves, and I would say it's a kind of a best practice to have these things be really expensive to account for or incredibly hard to fix your must-haves. Things like what area is the property gonna be in, right? You can't move the property to an area. You can't do an addition that'll give you an area. Bedrooms, bathrooms, those are important must-have things. It might have to be in this school district. It might have to be in this neighborhood. It might have to be in a really walkable location because you don't have a car. But what are those must-have items that you have to have? Identify those 5 things, share them with your agent. And then what are your top 5 like to haves, right? You can have a little fun with this, but maybe keep it within the realm of reasonableness. But things like, okay, I would like to have a view property, but I don't have to. I would like to have a hot tub or a pool, but I don't have to. I would like to have a 2-car garage, but I don't have to. Those are all important things to keep in mind and account for. Maybe you do have to have a 2-car garage, right? So maybe that goes in the have to have, but do keep that in mind. What are the things that you would really like to have? And then the third thing is what are 5 things that the property cannot have? Absolute deal breakers, non-starters. What are 5 things that you don't want anywhere near your property? Maybe you don't want to be on a busy street or have a bus stop right in front of it. Maybe you don't want to be under the flight path at SeaTac Airport. One that often gets overlooked that I have learned to pay attention to on every property is the big high voltage lines, the ones that like buzz in the rain with the big towers in your backyard. I always look at that because that's a deal breaker for almost everybody. If you're ever looking to get a house on a discount, look for something by property lines because those sellers usually are having a hard time selling. You're responsible for your own health benefits there, though. But identify those things that you cannot have. They're often easy to see and screen for before you take the time to get in the car, fight traffic, and go look at the house. You can go on Google Maps and see from the overhead view, are there any power lines? You can go on the street view and go to the end of the street and see, like, might I have a view somewhere here that I want to have? But you can do a lot of research from your computer or from your phone before you go look at the properties and save yourself a lot of time. Then when you're getting more serious about the property, check it on the list. Bring the list with you when you go to open houses or go tour properties. Does this have the must-haves? Does this have the wanna-haves? Does this have any of the things that I absolutely do not have? And confirm that can help you move with confidence. It can help you get through the properties faster to make your home buying process a little bit easier.